Alrighty, so I thought we would do a reading today where the question is, what's your secret weapon? Or what is it that makes you a secret weapon? And I thought we would use these Pokemon trading cards to determine each pile, as well as the manga tarot. So let's get into it. Pile 1 will be determined by Dedenne, which is a psychic power card. It says, since Dedenne can't generate much electricity on its own, it steals electricity from outlets or other electric Pokemon. Okay. And pile 2 will be determined by too many. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one. That's a trainer, so we won't use that. That's a trainer, so we won't use that. Pachirisu. Electric energy. It says, a pair may be seen rubbing their cheek pouches together in an effort to share stored electricity. Wow, it's weird how the two of these cards really relate to one another in a way. I'll take into account that 2 trainers popped out. Okay, so are you pile 1 or pile 2? Psychic energy. And that's the electric energy. And we'll begin with pile 1, Dedenne. Dedenne or Dede Flash. So your secret weapon is that you have like a lot more energy and insight than people realize. You keep that hidden. People don't know where you get your information. They don't know how you muster the energy that you do. They assume that you must get it from somewhere, some outer generator outside yourself, like another person, or maybe you do a lot of research online, so you get it from there. But the truth is that, yeah, you get it from another source, but that source is spirit. So that information was meant for you. It was gifted, not stolen. Yes, poet? That's my kitten. 1 minute. I think she wants to be let out. Just a sec. Yes, Mama. opens. Okay. Alrighty. Sorry. I don't have a pause feature on the camera. Google Chromebook. So, on the surface, you dazzle people with your wits. You are very funny. You have a high octane energy. And you have a lot to share as far as wisdom and information goes. People assume that it kind of rubs off on you from other people and you carry it around. But the secret is that you are just constantly generated with power. This power, it comes from source. So let's put this over here. How can we make it? Let's put a little anchor behind it, perhaps. Yeah. Alrighty. Let's talk about this Dedenne. Pile 1. What is your secret weapon? How are you a secret weapon? Dang. Okay. We're going to close the window. Alrighty. Hopefully that's the last interruption. Sorry. Dedenne. That's too many. Very powerful cards. So you have the Star card. Do you see that bolt of lightning hitting its third eye? Just like Dedenne. We have the Lovers. We have the Priest, who in this card is the High Priestess, as we traditionally know her. And we have the Six of Swords. So we've got Aquarius, Gemini, Pisces, Aquarius. Air, air, water, air. Dang. I hope that's not loud. Give me a second. Alrighty. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to take two separate videos and like put them together so that it's one, but that's something I'm gonna try. And if you're watching this now, it means that I made it, that I did it, and that I found a way to do that, to meet you on the other side. And it means that I learned how to do that. So I feel a lot like this is something that you deal with, and that's kind of a big source of the energy that you have. You deal with a lot of like random spontaneous things that enter your reality, and act as a form of stress and pressure, but you keep going, and that's kind of what it is. That's another source of your information and intelligence. It comes from the fact that you take things that feel like a curse in the moment or like an interruption to your plan, and you find a way to learn from it and transform it into something that becomes part of your pool of knowledge. Which means that I learned a lot from you right now. So who you are, Dedenne Flash, is not just somebody who receives a lot of your insights and information and energy from source. You generate it from everything around you, especially when spontaneous hiccups or bumps in the road come your way. You not only find a way to learn from the experience so that it's not a problem moving forward, but you teach people like me around you how to do so. So you have, perhaps you have a very stressful life, and your reality is like very loud and demanding of you in a way. But that's where you get your energy from, because you're able to transmute everything in your favor. That's crazy. So, continuing on with your reading, the color blue is standing out to me now very much, which represents your throat. So it's not just what you say and the truth that you carry with you, but it's about how reality itself really speaks to you, and you're able to communicate with it in a really productive, elevating dialogue for yourself and for people around you. And I think that's also why we have the Lovers card. You have a way of affecting people very much with the energy that you carry. You might deal with people who are codependent on your energy even. And then we have the High Priestess, which is kind of a confirmation to what I've been saying. You are like endowed with so much electric force, knowledge, awareness, and it flows through and out of you like water, like pure crystal water. And then we have the Six of Swords, which tells me that no matter what the situation of the ocean is, whether you are in a boat riding along a placid, calm lake, or in the midst of some kind of a hurricane, you're able to move through it, get through it. You have a way of maintaining your inner peace and your own energy so that nothing outside of you is able to steal it from you. Furthermore, you're able to steal valuable life lessons from the things that try to rob you in each moment. So this is your secret weapon, is that you are highly gifted in mind and insight, because you have a direct channel to source that's always feeding you knowledge and useful tools and skills, whatever the moment may be. But you're also gifted with a great capacity to legit overcome anything, because you see the lesson in it, and once you learn a lesson, it doesn't come back in the form of a problem or an issue, because it's something that you learned how to solve and get around. It's very powerful. And I learned a lot channeling you, Dedenne Flash. So thank you. There's something very futuristic about your energy, like you live in the future. You might have like a weird style, like the way that you dress or do your hair, or even the way that you speak is like strange and it feels very alien. It's because something about you is very futuristic, visionary. Once something passes through you and it becomes the past, you're able to step out of it and keep moving forward. You don't live in the past. You don't live in your memories. You carry them with you in each moment, and that's also a great source of your energy and insight. You have a way of being able to leave the past in the past, but extract the most important lessons or memories or associations and store them with you in a way where in each moment you have an answer to everything, because in one way, shape, or form you have already lived through it or something like it. So your past informs your future very much and your present, but you don't ever live in the past. Once something is done, you are able to push it aside and move forward. And every step you take is like a leap. You are quite a leader and a self-generating thing. But you work very well with others, because we have the star card, who is you. A standalone magic man or woman. But then we have the lovers, as we can see, two people like enmeshed as one. So your capacity to be an individual, an original of your own kind, is balanced out equally with your ability to entangle energies with someone and come into union so that two become one. You can do both. We have the priest or the high priestess, where we have a student and a teacher. Again, you're very good at being the student. You learn very well. But you're also wonderful at being the master, bestowing the gift of what you've learned to others. And then we have the Six of Swords, depicted by two people in that boat. So you're also a fantastic teammate, and an equal, and maybe even an advocate for people. So your secret weapon is that you are a true original. Where you get your energy, information, and knowledge is something you channel through your third eye and your crown. But it's something that you speak out to the world around you so that they learn. But you also channel a lot of information from the experiences, life itself. You allow yourself to be a humble student and learner of life. You might feel very much like the path that you walk is your own, and you do it alone, but you don't feel lonely often. Every single person you've ever connected with, you're forever connected with. They're always with you. Because as I said, you have a way of being hit by events or with people that you make a part of you moving forward. They affect you. You let it affect you and change you and move you. Again, it creates this almost like Superman-like being out of you. Because for every bit of you that is original, that you invented for yourself, there are equal parts of you that were inspired by other people. They changed you. You let them become part of who you are. So, wonderful. That is your secret weapon, and that's how you are a secret weapon. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Pentacles, which I didn't even notice. Every experience makes you wealthy because you know how to value everything. Everything is valuable to you. You're grateful for everything. That's why it adds to what it is you know, who it is that you are. Because when you feel gratitude for something, even unconsciously, it becomes part of your being. It makes you wealthy in spirit. You're always successful in everything that you do. Fantastic. I learned a lot. Okay, so now we're going to move on to Pachirisu or Pachirisu. Pile number 2. So again, it says, a pair may be seen rubbing their cheek pouches together in an effort to share stored electricity. The color yellow is impossible to ignore with this character. Yellow represents your third chakra, the solar plexus. This is telling me that you are endlessly courageous and you're really, really confident, and you don't need the reassurance of others to have this level of courage. Your secret weapon is that even when you feel scared, you still push through it, and you have trained your mind to overcome fear with your own brilliant glow, your confidence. You can always bring it to the surface. Always. You come off so much more cheerful even than you are. People who see you probably think you're just very happy and have a very easy life. How lucky for Pachirisu. The secret is that you have an insanely difficult life, that your inner world can be very chaotic, even dark. You've been through the darkness 100 times over and back. That's why you're able to maintain a smile everywhere you go. It's part of your strength. And you make people around you like overjoyed. You have a way of spreading cheer. It's contagious. Even when you feel like complete shit, you know how to be around people and just only focus on them, make them happy. That alone makes you happy all over again. Because that's how much you value laughter, excitement, lightheartedness. You always find a way to give that to people even when you yourself feel very heavy. That's beautiful. So let's elaborate on this Pika Pika. Pile 2, Pachirisu. What is your secret weapon? Oh, a lot of loud noises, which is crazy because we've got 4 out of 5 fire cards. We've got the 7 of Wands. It was Leo energy. Yeah, the power of the sun. We've got the King of Wands. And that's Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. And then we've got water with the Hanged Woman. It's Pisces. We've got the Ace of Wands. Again, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. And then we've got the Princess of Wands, who in this deck, the princesses are the knights. So the Knight of Wands. So much firepower, now I understand. The stored electricity, the ability to generate others with your own happiness. So yeah, one secret about you is that you've walked through the fires of hell and back. They would never suspect it. And that's why it's your secret weapon. Because it didn't... You know how to get through anything. The darkest of times, you have a fire within you that burns very bright. You learned how to do that for yourself. So you always can carry a smile or a kind word for whoever needs it. It uplifts them. I think a secret about you actually is that although you come off very jovial and one of the people, and you maybe have a lot of friends or come off very extroverted, all of the cards here have only one person. So deep down, you're quite introverted by nature. So you have an ambivert energy. And we have the Hanged Woman. There is a lot of self-sacrifice in your energy. Your secret weapon is that you can keep giving and giving and giving and giving of yourself like a martyr. And there's no end to it. People who need you, they will always have you because you're always there for the betterment of others. And you're very unique. Maybe you have a lot of different niche hobbies or interests that over time have accumulated in a very unique character. You can't be put down like in a box or labeled as any one thing. It would never work with you. You're not a type. There is only one of you in every group, every setting. There is like no match for this energy. And that's also something about you that's like your secret weapon, because you always come off as one of the people or somebody in the crowd. But the moment somebody needs a leader or somebody to step up, you are the one to do it. And that's a great shock to everybody who thought they knew you. You're constantly surprising people. You have so many like quirks in your personality. And you're not afraid to show it. You just keep it to yourself. It's like a secret weapon, only because what you've been through in your journey and how it has shaped you is very sacred to you. It's private. You're not a boastful energy. You're very like grounded in your power. And self-assured in your confidence. You don't need the validation of others. But others often need your validation. They think the world of what you think of them, and you know that, and you handle it very responsibly. You keep giving and giving and giving to people. You're very nourishing. And you spark so much joy in people. And you are a healer, because we've got all of this fire and fire and water represents healing energy. It's the alchemy of healing in balance. So your secret weapon is that you are a traveling like ball of sunlight. You have a way of tuning out the noise or tuning out the chaos, not just for yourself but for someone else. You're able to come into union with somebody who's really stressed out and can't handle all of the thoughts or noises or tragedies around them, and you have a way of like getting them to focus on their own inner peace, because it's something that you do very well. Equally though, you can bring the noise if anybody around you is being bullied or mistreated. You have a way of creating like a storm around anybody who's messing with an underdog. Because, like I said, that's your secret weapon. You come off so unassuming and joyful. So people maybe sometimes feel that they can mess with you or the people around you. And if that ever happens, they are so fucking sorry, because of what it is you immediately transform into. This gust of fire, this King of Wands, this Knight of Wands, Ace of Wands, and the Seven of Wands. Like, you're ready to go to war for what you love, what you believe in, and especially for the people around you. Their peace, their happiness, and their victory means the world to you. And you will stop at nothing to make it happen. Like a very, covert, hidden, badass energy. And you're incredibly intuitive. You feel people and you allow people to really feel you, and you don't really even have to say a word. As I said, something about your smile. or just in a look, you can give a look and it will set the tone for the entire setting. Often people thought they could mess with you in this life, and they were like so like mortified by how wrong they were. That's a really powerful electric energy. Beautiful. Alrighty, I think that'll do. I also did another one of these. Yesterday, I did this exact reading with 2 other cards that came out, but there were so many noises that I felt discouraged, and the inner perfectionist in me was like, fuck it, we'll do another one tomorrow. But now that I've been through all of this today, and it was like even harder to get the video done, and it seems like I did. If I eventually find a way to put this together, and as I said, get it online, you'll know that I made it through to the other side. Then I'm just gonna post the other one as well, because there were noises in the background that bothered me, but fuck it. I'm gonna put them both up, that way it looks like you'll have 4 piles to choose from. Okay, so that'll do. Thank you.